I'll share some more about the mean man while I sit out here in the woods. So for the sake of the story, the dad that was the father of the twins who had gotten pneumonia and were getting better and then mysteriously were found passed away together at the same time in the crib. For sake of storytelling, we'll just call him John. He is an ancestor relative of a far back ancestor of mine. So in general, people just did not like John. He was not very friendly. He did not go out of his way to get to know people or speak to them. He's one of them people, when you talk to him, he's just kind of short with you, like short with his answers, and didn't kind of continue the conversation. So he didn't have like that great of people skills. But he was extremely superstitious. Now, Appalachians, we are known to be superstitious people. And a lot of that's brought over from the old world. And a lot of them are common superstitions or similar. And you can look at other cultures and even see that they're similar. Well, he was apparently extremely superstitious. And it would be in things that seemingly he made up, that no one else had ever heard of. But he just had these beliefs. So, as I had stated, they did not know that John's wife was going to be having twins until she gave birth to them. I believe it was 1700s, very early 1800s that all this occurred. She just had the babies and there were two of them. So, it was a surprise. And he was extremely shocked and apparently had mentioned that he thought it was bad luck or a curse to have twins, but as far as I know, no one ever knew why he felt that way, because in some cultures it's considered a blessing. But he was also very religious, almost to the point that some people would say obsessively, but like obsessively in an unhealthy kind of way, not just very religious, but kind of was self-deprecating, so didn't believe he would ever be worthy of something like that as a blessing. So he thought it was like the opposite for him, that it was like a curse or a sign that he hadn't done well enough, and it really made no sense. But for some reason, he just really thought that twins were bad luck. They were a bad omen. And if anyone knows the answers to that or have heard that before, let me know. But it was just kind of suspicious how they had been getting better. He had not mentioned to anyone like, oh yeah, they're getting better. And then when they found out they had passed is when they also found out that they had gotten better, and she was so confused because they were getting better. And yes, one was getting better a little quicker than the other, but they were found passed away at the exact same time, and it was just kind of odd. So when they found out, like, oh, they were getting better, he never mentioned that when we saw him in town or wherever.